Today we will take the writing. Today we will take from the literature book. Okay, it is unit 4 writing, page 493. We will take a research paper. Yes, dear?
Miss, did you check the literary analysis essays?
Sarah, I didn't hear anything.
I'm
Again.
sorry. Yes, I said, did you check the literary analysis essay?
No, not yet, because the due date was today. So I'll start checking. Or the cut-off date, I mean.
Miss,
Okay,
which page?
do I lag? Girls, do I lag? Or
Yes, a little bit. Only the video.
It's because it's raining. So wait.
Miss, which page is there?
Now is better. Now is better.
Yes.
Is it better now? Okay. What were we saying? Page what? 493. Okay. Shall we start? A research paper. Why a research paper? Why writing a research is important, girls?
Maybe in the future, if you wanted like to when you are in university, of course they will ask for a research for a specific topic.
Yes, it
So
is number one. Yes, it is number one writing to be asked on all kind of universities. If you join literature, if you join English, so you write different kinds. But if you join any kind, any 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 university, you'll be asked to research, and research. That's why writing a research is very important. Okay, actually 90% of our life we are searching for information. We Google it, we Google it. Yeah, there is no other search engine as famous as or as popular and successful as Google. Okay, so when you Google something, before Google, of course, we used to go to libraries. If you want to search for information, you go to the library, you read a book, you read 2 books, you read hundreds of books, because you cannot find it easily. Before technology, when we wanted books, we wanted to get information, we just go and pick any book. No, the book should be related to the topic that I am searching or I want to get information about. Okay, it is the same now. Okay, in writing researches, we have to get what, girls? Information. So research is to search of what you want. I'll share for you the PowerPoint. Writing a research paper. I didn't write the title. Let me. A research paper. Here is it. Okay. Unit 4. Okay. We start. Can I write a research paper? Today will not take how to write a research paper. Today will take some academic vocabulary related to research paper, relating to writing a research. Number 1, sources. Sources is the most important. Yes, I didn't share.
No.
I was writing and you did. Anyway, I always do this. Here, I was writing a research paper and unit 4 in this. Writing a research paper. Before we start writing, we have to understand some academic vocabulary related to writing the research, making the research, or searching. Number one, sources. Sources is a book, online website, magazine article, a person who gives information to the writer of a research paper. So in order to write a solid research paper, use as many relevant sources as you can find. Relevant, of course, it means that it talks about the same topic. So if I want to write about glowfish, or like yesterday, cloning, if I want to write about cloning, I have to search about the first cloned animals. I will not go and search about COVID-19, for example. Okay? So in order to write a research, I have to find relevant sources. Relevant, it means that it talks about the same topic. Relevant sources. The sources could be online searching, a book, a movie, a documentary, okay? A person who has been there or has read about it, a scientist, a doctor. So these are the sources. So if I'd like to write about, let's pick a topic. What is a topic? A research about water. So I will search online on water, of what it is, what are the ingredients of water, like, or what are the minerals of water, or what are the you took this in sign H2O in the water, hydrogen and oxygen.
Yes, it comes to.
Yeah. So I have to search in science sites, and then I have to search in health sites for what is the effect of water and what are the effects of not drinking water. And this is how I search. Sources are from where I would get my information. Then evaluate. Evaluate the source is very important. To evaluate a source. How can I evaluate a source? The source should be what, as we said, relevant about the topic I want to talk about. Number two, it should be credible. Credible, it means I believe it. The credible is I believe it. Okay, so relevant, credible, current, a new one. So if I will make a research on COVID-19, so would I read essays or would I read articles that have been written in 2019 or 2021?
21.
Because it is current, new information. It has progressed, new vaccine. So I have to read a current one, a new article, to search in new sites. Okay? Accurate, so I have to know if the information are correct or not. So if I will write about laptops, I will not go and read an article that has been written on a school website by a student of 13-year-old. No, I have to go and read an article that has been written by a doctor or a philosopher or a scientist. So this is reliable. I can depend on the person who wrote it. Because evaluate is to carefully judge the reliability and validity. Validity and reliability. Okay, reliability is I get sure that the person who has written it is a trusted person, a scientist, philosopher, a doctor, pharmacist will write about medicines, the doctor will write about symptoms, an accountant will write about numbers. And validity, it means it is a valid source, trusted source, like Wikipedia, WikiHow. These are trusted sources. Wikipedia, when they publish information, we can trust it because it's from Wikipedia. So in order to evaluate a source, I have to consider its author and its date. So again, reliability, validity, the author, and the date. Current, credible, relevant, accurate, reliable. Evaluate a source. So we took the source and we took how to evaluate it. Number 3, unbiased. In writing research, it is not telling my opinion. I'm not trying to convince others. I'm not talking with a friend. A research is very formal kind of writing. It is formal. And it's not persuasive. I'm not persuasive. I'm persuading. It's not argumentative. I'm not telling things to another man to persuade him to change his mind. No, I am introducing a research. It means when I want to write a research about a topic, I will write it unbiased. What is unbiased? I do not take a side of its pros and cons, because each topic in the whole world has its positive sides and negative sides. Even mobile, we use the mobile in negative sides and positive sides. Okay, water, when too excessive usage of water, okay, we will face famine when there is no enough water for everyone. So unbiased is when I take a side, is biased. When I take a side, is I be biased. So unbiased is what? Exhibiting no tendency to believe that some people, ideas, or claims are better than others. Since the person testifying was the defendant's mother, no one expected her to be unbiased. This is the meaning of the word. Again, biased is to take a side, so do not take a side. In research paper, do not take a side. Present the information as you search for. Citation. Citation is very important. Citation is to say and write from where you brought in information. Citation, parenthetical information between parentheses, indicates the source of a quotation or a piece of information, that it is not common knowledge. The citation indicated that the author used 5 sources. So after you finish your research, you should mention sources. After you finish your research, you should mention sources. Thesis statement. Thesis statement is the main claim, the sentence that states the main idea of a research paper. Carol used her thesis statement as the last sentence in her opening paragraph. And as we read before, girls, the thesis statement should be the first statement in the paragraph or the last one in the paragraph or in the middle. And it is shown and it's clear. And you can understand what is your topic about. When a reader reads your topic, he understands what is it about from the thesis statement. Then, plagiarism. Plagiarism, girls, is stealing. When you go, search online, you write a research, and you don't tell me from where you brought this. Plagiarism, using another person's words or ideas without giving credit to him. So when you get a quote, you have to mention, said by Rosa Parks, or you write it and between 2 parentheses, Rosa Parks 1979. In many colleges, committing plagiarism results in an automatic failure of the course. Automatic failure of the course. If you plagiarized, you fail in the whole course. Revise. Revise is to re-see a piece of writing. When you finish writing, you revise what you've written. To edit it, to make editorial changes, is to edit it. Why? To improve the quality of your writing. You can send it to your friend. You share it with your friend. Remember when we were at school, we used to switch our writings with our friends. So she gives another or a second eye. Writing with another person is a good way to learn how to best revise it. Okay? Again, in order to write a research paper, I should understand sources from where I get my information, evaluate the source, validity and reliability, author and date of publication, unbiased, don't take a side, citation, you should tell from where you got your information, thesis statement, the main idea of the whole essay or whole research, the plagiarism is stealing of the internet of a book without mentioning who is the main or the original author. Revise is to see what you've written and revise it with a friend to check your mistakes. Then proofread. Proofreading and editing tips. When proofreading, it is best to read your work aloud. So hold your essay and read it aloud. This is one of the best ways to catch errors and awkwardness. Pronounce each word slowly for maximum effectiveness. Do not rush through proofreading because it's very important. It's a necessary part of the writing process. It is necessary to review your work more than once before you send it to or publish it online. You should edit until it reads smoothly, and the work should be proofread 3 times or more. If you are pressed for time, at the very least proofread until you do not see any more errors. Consider reading the work backward so you can check for context and examine each piece of it separately. To identify and correct mistakes in grammar, usage, mechanics. How can I use the word proofread? Stacey's research paper is well written, but she needs to proofread it carefully because it's full of mistakes. Okay? So these are the academic vocabulary for how to write a research paper. Okay? Open with me page 493, please. Hello?
Yes,
Yes.
miss.
Open
Yes, miss.
493, please. Lana? Read يا Lana.
Yes, miss. Do I read from the
Yes.
presentation?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
No,
Proof.
from 493 from your book.
Okay, 1 second, miss.
Lana, I don't have your book, dear. Girls.
I have my book, but how many
Yes.
page 400?
493, dear.
Sorry, miss. I think I bought the wrong book.
Okay.
I have
Okay,
the
Lana.
wrong book.
Okay. Layan,
Yes, miss.
read, please.
From the beginning?
Yes.
Okay, in this unit you read a variety of works on the theme of ideas that brought about great change. Some ideas were simple but took some planning and organization. Such is the case in the Montgomery
bus.
boycott.
This is the second, this is the coming lesson we'll take.
Yes, which described a protest against discriminatory policies in the Facebook effect. A Colombian man decided to use a new social platform to influence terrorists to release prisoners. Finally, pure genius shows how ingenuity and hard work can bring water to thirsty people all over the world. You now will have a chance to trace the effects of an idea on human society.
Yes.
Yeah.
Writing prompt, please read it.
Describe how an idea has greatly changed the world. First,
Highlight it, please. Describe how an idea has greatly changed the world. Yes.
First, research some of the most significant ideas in history. Books and articles about ideas that changed the world often include the beginning of farming or the invention of the internal combustion engine in political systems like democracy or communism. Choose a topic that interests you and has a clear impact on the world. Then describe how the idea came out, what its effects have been, and how it might affect the future. Your paper must be 7 to 10 pages in length, double-spaced in a standard font. 6 to 10 different sources should be used for your research. Use MLA or other citation style as directed by
Yes,
you.
MLA, the citation style like this.
To cite your...
Or this APA style. MLA, I will show you now.
Continue.
Yes.
To cite your sources in your paper, include a works cited page and at least 3 direct quotations from your sources in your paper.
Okay. After I tell you, I'll show you the MLA citation. So the research paper writing, how do I do? What do I do? How can I write? And as I told you, because research is very important, so you can find a lot of tips and tricks online. So number one, I select a topic. Okay, I select a topic. So here he said to us that maybe the topic, how the idea has greatly changed the world. So research of the most significant ideas in history, books and articles about ideas that change the world, So select the topic of how a great idea can change the world. Identify the research problem. Maybe if I will write about COVID-19, so the problem of COVID-19, if I will write about ideas that have changed the world, so write about ideas that have changed the world, like communism, which caused a big problem to the world. Then collect relevant data. So here, when he says to you, often include the beginning of farming on the okay, and political systems like democracy or communism. Then choose a topic that interests you and has had a clear impact on the world, that describes how the idea came about, what its effects have been. Okay, so now after you select the topic and you decided the topic, it's time to collect data, relevant data, as we said, the relevant data, relevant sources, and then analyze that data, evaluate the sources, credibility, reliability, the author for credibility, the current, and then write research paper and proofread and improve. Again, it is another one. Choose a topic, find relevant information, thesis statement, organizing and starting, revise your research paper, create an outline. So these are tips, guidelines for writing a successful research paper. Use a unique style of writing. Your style of writing should be unique. Okay? Have a clear understanding of the contents. The writing should be simple. Avoid unnecessary jargons, expressions. Develop in-depth knowledge of the subject. Show that you understand the subject. Use innovative ideas and ways to justify the research work. Explain different scientific terms, and provide a track of bibliography. To strictly follow all the specification of the approving and publishing authority, because there are some information, if you publish them, you get yourself to be questioned. Why? Without citation, or truly proofread from top to bottom the research paper. These are the steps for a successful research. Find a topic, select a topic, identify the problem, collect data, analyze the data, and proofread and improve. Okay, girls? Okay, next, so now it's like the introduction. Next time we'll prepare to write. Okay, I'll stop recording here.